Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Cosmic Thread Tarot. How are you, lovelies, doing? My wonderful, wonderful Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. This is going to be for the week March the 28th through April the 3rd. But of course, these are timeless readings. So honestly, right? So honestly, this is going to be about whenever you find it. This could be about looking back on this time or looking back on this week if you find it in the future. Okay, on things that happened. Let it resonate as it does for you. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Okay, because this is a general reading. This is not going to resonate for every Sagittarius out there. Okay. Check out last week's reading or check out your other signs in your chart, okay? Let's get into it, Sagittarius. Let's see. Oh my gosh. There's a tower moment here, Sagittarius. Ooh, what did I say? There's a tower moment here, Sagittarius. I didn't even see that. But, okay, wait. They're saying stop. Okay. Last week, Sagittarius, we talked about you putting your foot down, okay? Right? Check out last week's reading if you didn't check out last week's reading. Last week's reading, right? We talked about you guys putting that boot down, putting your foot down with this person, okay? With this person and telling them, okay, no, that's it for real. I got to have my boundaries up. You got to know that you can't just do whatever you want to do, right? So I definitely feel like something here happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, you said something and this person was like, I don't even give a fuck. Damn, Sagittarius. Right? So you could be dealing with a Gemini. You and Gemini's readings are really, you could be a cross watcher or you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you have Gemini somewhere in your chart, and that definitely could be, because the Sagittarius energy came up really strong in the Gemini reading too. So if you are dealing with a Gemini, please go check out the Gemini reading if you get called to, okay? Or if this energy is really resonating with you. If not, maybe you also have Gemini prominently in your chart, okay? And that's giving you another aspect of what you're doing in this, because it's giving me really similar energy. I'm going to be honest here, right? So we have the Three of Swords here. I definitely feel like you're definitely dealing with some heartbreak. You feel betrayed, or you feel just like, damn, like, I can't believe it. Like, I feel like you confronted the person we were talking about last week, or I feel like you confronted a situation, and it kind of gave, and this person kind of gave you like a, I don't care. And you're like, are you serious? Like, straight up, are you serious? And I definitely feel like it gave you this tower moment in reverse where you're just like, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, but it's got you stuck in your mind. You're really thinking about it. It's a situation you can't get out of your head. And you're just like, are you serious? Like, they really gonna do like that? Are they really gonna act like that towards me? Yeah. Definitely could be a family member that you're dealing with here, okay? It also could be a situation here where you're dealing with something that other people might call like a generational curse or something like that. It's an attitude. So I'm starting to refer to it much closer to something called like a generational toxic mindset. So this could be a toxic mindset where it's like you find yourself in relationships that mimic the relationships your parents were in. Okay, possibly if it resonates for you, cool. If it doesn't, let it go. Let it be for somebody else, right? That's okay. But there is a situation here. There also could be a situation here where somebody took some kind of money from you. I think that came up in last week's reading too, that we were talking about somebody like taking some kind of money, or there's some kind of money involved here for sure, or a definite big family dynamic involved in this. What's going on here? Okay, in some kind of way. If this person is not in your family, it's having to do, they're acting like this because it's something that's going on in their family, or something that they, some kind of way that their family taught them, or how they were raised, or something like that, how you were raised. Let it resonate as it does for you. But there's big family dynamic here, okay? The Tower card in reverse here with the Three of Wands, almost the Three of Swords, but the Three of Wands in reverse, like you're impatient, you're done. The Three of Wands is about being at a distance and waiting for something to happen, right? I feel like this has already happened. Tower card in reverse, it's happened, and whatever it was built on is not being rebuilt, right? You're like, I'm done, it's over. No, right? Or this person was like, it's done, it's over. You know what? How dare you call me out on my shit? You're the one with the problem here. Peace, I'm out of here, right? Do what you do. Exit stage left, right? The Hierophant in reverse here, I definitely feel like there's some masks that are breaking, that are crumbling away here. I also feel like there's some kind of traditional mindset also. I'm just going to say it, right? You could be definitely dealing with a commitment that's ending here, right? Can you clarify this Hierophant in reverse, please, Spirit? with this Page of Cups in reverse too, like it's definitely giving me kind of like I can't believe this. It's unapologetic. It's like whatever you confronted this person about, they're just like, I'm not sorry about it. I did what I did. It's kind of energy. Yeah. Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody here is refusing to learn. They're refusing to learn. They're refusing to grow. The Hierophant can also be about seeking higher knowledge or seeking an explanation about something. And this person's like, nope, like I don't want to know. I don't. Or this could be you, Sagittarius. You could be being the one being like, I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. I don't know what this is. Like, what you talking about? Huh? Kind of energy, right? So either you were in this energy or they were in this energy. Okay. And you could be saying, you know what, G, you don't know me. You don't know my life. And that's possible. Okay. That's very possible. Right. If this doesn't resonate for you, okay. You know, but I will honestly say, as they say, right, a hit dog hollers, right? Like if it's triggering you, something that doesn't resonate or that's not you doesn't trigger you, right? You're just like, oh, that's not me, whatever. So I'm just saying. But again, you know your life better than I do, right? So let it resonate as it does. Somebody here just got pissed. Somebody was like, what? Okay? I'm just the messenger here. I'm just reading what the cards say. You don't have to be here. All right? The Hierophant in reverse and the Page of Swords. Yeah, this person is, they feel like uninvolved. Like they're just like, I'm above this. I don't feel like dealing with this. Like I'll just watch this play out from a distance kind of energy. But also the Page of Swords is also about getting the information that you need about a situation and delivering, getting some kind of message or getting some kind of information that you need, right? Going out there and getting that. And this person is like, no, thank you. I don't care. Or you are, like I said. It's also giving me like a very much so like what things appear like on the surface kind of energy, like more concerned with your mask, with your ego, with what seems like what appears like on the surface, or more or too worried about what other people would think about a situation here. Definitely, I'm telling you, if this is resonating for you, go check out Gemini, because this is resonating so deeply with Gemini reading I just did. Look, Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is about public recognition, right? What the public thinks, defending yourself against some kind of public shame, okay? Or it could be like, I don't want this to go public. I don't want this to be in the public eye, so I'm going to defend myself so that the truth about this doesn't come out. Somebody is definitely lying. But you know what? It's not somebody, justice is going to be done in this situation. So if this person did you dirty, okay? Justice will be done in this situation, right? Just detach from this person, cord cut, and do what you need to do, right? And I definitely feel like, whether you want to admit it or not, I definitely feel like whatever this is, it's over, right? You know, or if it's not over, you know, Two of Cups in reverse, this person, this is not a healing relationship. This is not a soulmate relationship. It's most likely a karmic relationship, which karmic relationships are important because they teach us about self-worth. They teach us about our value. They teach us about things in ourself that we need to let go of, you know. They could be representations of things about our family or about our past that needs to be healed within us, right? This also could be a situation where it's like you confronted somebody about something and it's like they don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it because it challenges their ego. So they're like, I'm not going to say sorry about it, because if I say sorry about it, that means I have to take blame for it. And I'm not going to take blame for it because they're more worried about what it looks like. They're like, this needs to stay private. But it's kind of like a situation. It's like, I don't want to speak it. If I speak it, if I acknowledge it out loud, it's real, or it's a thing. And it's like, but if you're the person that's on the other side of this, you're like, it's real because you're doing it to me. Like, it's real. Like, it's given me a very egotistical, excuse me, kind of like where this person is like, I would rather, you know, like, it's giving me like they know they're doing you wrong, but their ego won't allow them to apologize or won't allow them to admit that they were doing something wrong, because then they would have to actually reflect on the fact that they did something wrong, right? Yeah. Devil card in reverse. Like I said, this is a karmic relationship, right? This is a karmic relationship, and this is about choosing relationships or choosing people, whether or not this is a relationship, friendships, family, right? This is about learning your worth and learning that you are worth so much more than people that reject your love, right? Unrequited love. I don't need to be here, right? I might have been taught to accept this toxic form of love. I might have been taught whether or not it was family, friends, past relationships that made you feel like you were only worth this toxic heartbreak kind of love, right? But you're like, I am not worth this. This is a mask that is shattering, right? And I definitely feel like there is a sense of watching this play out. To here with this Page of Swords, giving me a watching this play out. This person is so concerned with what, or this could be you, let's be honest about it, Sagittarius, right? This person or this situation, there's a person here in this situation that's so concerned with how other people view them. This is giving me kind of, I don't know if this person is all the way in there, but it's giving me tendencies. It's giving me that kind of narcissistic, very selfish vibe where it's like, I know that my actions might hurt other people, but I care more about what people on the outside think about me. It's like I care more about my image than I care about how I actually treat people, right? Because when you're in this kind of like, when you're in a relationship or you're in some kind of friendship, partnership, whatever it is, when you have some kind of connection to somebody who feels this way, it's like you can feel like you're telling this person, like, you're so concerned with how people view you, right? Then why don't you just act the way you want people to think you act? You want your cake and you want to eat it too. You want to able to be a-hole behind the scenes. You want to be able to use, abuse, hurt me, belittle me, but you want to look like, but you want to step out into the public and have this very pristine, like, everything's good, everything's fine, I'm a really great person. And it's because they have this concept where they have developed this selfishness or this narcissism. It's not an excuse. They have developed this, right, as a defense mechanism, right? Because it is so painful, right, to get to a place where you actually examine your toxic traits. It's painful to say, dang, I'm really that person. I really hurt people. I really made decisions that hurt myself and hurt other people, right? So instead of facing that, right, they would rather blame, project, and stay behind a shield of, no, I'm really this person, this fantasy of a person that I've made in my head, while I can also still just be whoever I want to be unapologetically, right? I'm unapologetically just this a-hole causing chaos in other people's lives, but I can live this delusion in my mind that I'm not really that bad, or that it's everybody else's problem, or that, no, you're just being dramatic. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Kind of that's why they gaslight. That's why they future fake. That's why they love bomb, right? They have this manipulation. I'm not getting too much of a love bomb energy, but I am getting kind of like an energy here where it's like this person knows what they do is wrong, because if somebody was doing it to them, they wouldn't like it, right? However, they still do it to other people, and they don't want other people to know that they do it. So they're going to gaslight, they're going to lie, they're going to, create a very carefully crafted image on the outside. And I'm getting that for some of them, it's like people see through this. People know who this person is. They know who they really are, but they are so busy trying to keep up with that version of themselves that they've made in their head, right? So whoever this person is, it's not really about you. It's about them. However, what is about you is whether or not you will continue to allow this person to have a place in your life, right? It is up to you. You cannot control. You cannot heal this person. You cannot change this person. You cannot shatter this person's ego and make them see that about themselves. They have to choose to do that. And ego death has to be a choice. You have to choose to allow yourself to do that, right? So, and it's not on you that you're not a good enough daughter, or not a good enough wife, or not a good enough son, or not a good enough boyfriend or partner. It's none of that, because they will continuously make you feel like you're not good enough. If you were good enough, you'd actually be able to heal me. You'd be able to change me. Not true. It's not true. That's just them projecting their own choices and their own inability to change. No, it's not an inability. It's their own choices not to change themselves onto you, right? They'll make you feel like, oh, I'm broken. You need to heal me. You need to change me, right? But what really needs to change is that is something in you, Sagittarius, or you person that's dealing with a Sagittarius, that feels like you can heal them, because you can't. And it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you don't love them enough, or it's just that you need to love yourself enough to see that it's none of your business for them whether or not they heal or whether or not they don't. And I know that can be very triggering, especially if you're like, well, you're talking about my child or my mother or my father or my husband or somebody like that, right? I understand that. But we are all each individually responsible for our own choices. And when this person being so unapologetic, stop putting the power of your closure in this person's hands, because they're never going to give you the closure that you want, because they don't want to let go of the power that they have. They would have to step down from their power, admit that they messed up, admit that they did something wrong, and that does not jive with their ego. That does not jive with the person that they are in their mind. It's given me this whole fighting in circles, arguing in circles, always coming back to the beginning. Ugh, I've done this. It's so frustrating. It's so incredibly frustrating, right? Because it doesn't matter. And it's like they'll let you feel like you could be making a breakthrough, and then it'll go right back to the beginning, right? It's just, well, what do you want me to do? I want you to do this. Well, what do you want me to do? I want you to do this. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I want you to do this. How am I supposed to do that? You can do this, this, and this. Well, what do you want me to do? What? It's that kind of shit, right? It's that kind of shit. You're like, no, no, I'm not doing this. It's crazy. It's just fighting around in circles. And you think, is it me? Am I not explaining it well enough? Is it this person? Do they just not get it? They do get it. They just don't want to really get it, right? So they get it. They understand. They're making conscious choices and conscious decisions in their own self, okay? Yeah. You also might be dealing with a person that does that whole like fake forgetting sort of type thing, where they're gaslighting you in a way where they're like, I don't remember that. Well, I don't remember it. I don't remember that. No, you said this, and remember we were going down the road and I said this and you said that, and I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that. It's like, what do you mean? Like, you said you were gonna. When did I say I was gonna do that? Well, we were standing here and we were standing there and you were standing right in front of me and you were doing this and doing that. You don't remember that? I don't know. I don't remember it. So they're not straight up calling you a liar, right? They're not. They're just saying I don't remember it, to get out of some kind of responsibility in a situation. Ugh. Ugh, it's so frustrating having to deal with people like this. And that's the thing, is that, and when you decide that you're done with it, that you are worth more than dealing with this, you'll stop dealing with it. And for some of you, you might have already decided to stop dealing with it, but you're just kind of in that phase where you're reflecting back and you're like, what the like, what? Why? Oh. Yeah. So again, still in this energy of when you decide to stop, okay? It can stop. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but I am saying you'll feel a lot better on the other side of it. And for some of you, you're like, I know, because I'm already there. And I'm very proud of you. Congratulations. For some of you, this is your energy. And you might be being asked and being faced to deal with this. I wouldn't think a person that was thinking this way would be here, but you could be doing it about something that you don't even realize, kind of energy. But that may be for like one person, okay? But for the majority of you, you are a Sagittarius, or you are dealing with a Sagittarius that's acting like this, okay? Or you're dealing with a person in your life that's acting like this, and you're like, what? Mm-hmm. It won't always be like this. You won't always feel trapped. You won't always be dealing with this energy. I promise. You just need to heal this inside of yourself where you know it's not your responsibility to deal with people like this, right? It's not your responsibility. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. I'm wishing the best, best, best for you. Okay, like I said before, if you really get called or you know that you're dealing with a Gemini or you are a Gemini dealing with Sagittarius, please go take out Gemini because it did also, resonate. It might help you see things from the other person's perspective a little bit more. Okay, thank you guys. So, or if you have Gemini prominently in your chart, okay, absolutely. So this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to all Sagittarius. As like I said, check out your moon, rising, or ascendant, and your Venus sign as well. If this is not, but this is a very clear kind of progression and energy that's happening here in the story that we have going on here. All right, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like the content if you like it. Let me know if you feel comfortable, if this resonated for you in the comment section down below. Okay, have you dealt with a person in the past that did this, right? And you're like, it's giving you like that Bart Simpson, like, stop it kind of energy, right? And give them the old choke and shake kind of energy, right? I do not recommend you doing that, but I understand. I understand the feeling of being like, what do you mean? So, if you guys haven't, also check out my my original channel. Okay, if you're here from my original channel, thank you so much. Love you, lovelies. Thank you for being here for this channel as well. Okay, on my other channel, I do pick a cards, and I also do channeled messages, including love messages. All right, so go check that out if you haven't. Also, just collective consciousness messages and all of that. So go check out my other channel. The link for that would be in the description box down below. Speaking of, down below, you will find my contact information. You will find links to my personal online shop where I sell my oracle and tarot cards that I make myself, cards that I make myself, as well as you will find a link to donate to the channel. Thank you very much. If you do feel like being called to do that, okay? Thank you guys so very much. I'm wishing you all the best luck, all right? I hope this gave the love, light, and clarity that you were looking for, Gemini, and I will see you next week. Bye, lovelies.